Shit.
When it's said though. What else you gonna do?
So you gonna do your
Yeah, so yeah. Mm-hmm.
you do the I bet do the
Abstract.
Lottie-dottie, we like to party. Because it's a pod, right? Yeah? Y'all ain't fucking with that?
Nah.
Should I make it more modern, update it? Party, yaddy, yaddy, yaddy,
Oh
yaddy,
my
yaddy,
God.
yaddy, 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 yaddy.
You would.
No?
Then
No?
I'm ready. No.
All right. Yo, I did not like the way we introed ourselves last time. I listened to the podcast again. You know, I'm going to do a little better job. All right. I go by the one and only Biggity Biggs. Y'all killed me last time for it. I'm keeping the name. This is the biggest podcast. I'm on some shit today.
Wow.
I'm very arrogant today. I'm feeling myself. This is the Abstract Mud Podcast. I'm here with Melly Mel and my boy G. I go by DJ Bigness, Biggity Biggs. And sometimes you see me DJing on the BMDP. I'm a resident DJ there. And yeah, man, this is our Abstract Mud Podcast, man. And we're here to talk about current music, local artists. We have great projects coming out for you guys. We have Miss E. Singer. We have J-Rod. We have Lex Black. We have Winter working on things too. Some artists that we have you definitely should check out. Put the tags right on the video for you guys to see. But yeah, yo, this is us. We got a lot to talk about today. A lot of things happened this week. Man, we had the inauguration this week. We had Versus. We had a lot of movies dropped. And we have some upcoming too that we had talked about last week. But yeah, yo, let's start off with how y'all week's been. We'll start with Miss Melly Mel.
My week, another long week, but I survived thus far.
Mm-hmm.
Was definitely worried about the inauguration and how things were gonna go. Security being what it should be, especially after 6 day in, and that being a whole circus of I can't even describe. Lots of emotions. So this week definitely set the tone a little differently. It was definitely very different. But it's definitely, a step forward, step moving forward, which I appreciate. And that definitely makes me feel at least a little bit better. But of course, we are here together again. Can't complain. So we're just, always being better than yesterday. And I can't complain.
I respect that. Respect that.
Okay.
Onward and upward.
Okay.
Onward and upward. Man, G,
Talk to me.
before I even ask you how about your week was,
Here we go.
you really had the nerve. You woke up today and chose violence today, huh? You had the audacity. You see what hoodie you have on? You chose to wear that hoodie?
Yep.
So, for those of y'all that are just listening in, this man, so myself and G are big fans of anime. And one of the shows that we like to watch is Naruto. There's a particular group of characters that we like, that we fuck with. They're called the Akatsuki. They have a particular design that's very distinct. You would know it if you watch the show. My man just pulled up with a hoodie just like that, just flexing on him, just like that. Just felt away from last week of me wearing, the Goku hoodie. And he was like, I'm copping this. And he showed me a couple weeks ago before I even decided to wear that. So he just pulled the trigger, and now all of a sudden, it's been a great week for you, huh? Tell us how your week been. Aside from the hoodie, tell us how your week has been.
Y'all got me regulating over here. Keep the peace, please.
Hey, well,
I'm not even bringing the spice.
shout out
Fighting
to
words,
Instagram
shots fired. Let's
because
go.
Instagram made me do it.
Oh, Instagram.
Instagram made me do it. It showed me the ad enough times where I just had to pull the trigger. You lucky I didn't come through with the bubble jacket, but that's a whole nother topic.
Jacket.
That's a whole nother topic.
You're disrespectful.
Cold world.
But I'm good. I'm good. I am very happy to be here with y'all again. It's been an interesting week, very good week, I would say.
Yeah, I hear that.
Made it through. Watched the inauguration on Wednesday. That was smooth. Smoother than I thought it was gonna go, but I guess certain people learned. But I had the opportunity to catch glimpses of it while I work. One of my favorite parts was seeing those Dior ones on the screen. That was great. I had no idea who was rocking it, but you can always count on the internet to find out who was rocking it. Relative, or I believe it was the nephew-in-law of Kamala Harris, who was rocking them, you know. But aside from that, man, these Bernie memes. These Bernie memes.
Listen, the Bernie
My
memes.
goodness.
The drip that people had at the inauguration.
Takeover.
Like, I forget. Oh man, I didn't find the name of the security guard who redirected the entire mob away from the Senate.
Yes, sir.
He now was servicing and walking with Kamala. Kamala, I'm sorry, not Kamala. Kamala Harris. And you seen that Gucci? That Gucci scarf?
Oh man.
Just subtle.
For
It was
sure.
subtle too.
Sure,
It was
sure.
subtle, and the way the photographer took the photo just accentuated the scarf. It was very nice. It was very nice. I liked it. And then Michelle, she looked great.
Always.
She looked great. And then we found out later. I gotta get these names, but they did.
Hold
they
up,
did share.
hold up. Before we get into all that, Biggity Biggs, how you feeling, brother? I was hoping it was
gonna
Just to go
I was hoping it was gonna
Listen, I love the energy.
I hope he was gonna
But
skip
we
this.
gonna get into this.
Oh, okay.
How you feeling, brother?
All right, I'm feeling great. I've had better weeks, but this week was a little rough. Not anything crazy. It was more so just car issues.
Okay.
So Sunday I was driving, and then pulled over. I stopped, parked, and then saw there was some leaking coming from the car. And I'm like, damn. I hope it's not crazy. I hope it's rust. It looked like rust, but in fact it was coolant. So you do a little Googles. You do your Googles. You look. And then you find out that it could potentially be a water pump leak. You got to replace the water pump. My car is almost over 14 years old. Same water pump since. So went to go to the shop. Didn't know it was a water pump issue. Like I just knew it was just coolant, and I didn't know what the problem was. So told me it was a water pump that had to be replaced. Looked exactly what it needed, because what I learned when having a car, anytime they have to move that engine, that big old engine, they got to use that machine.
Money. Money.
So there's some cars that are easy to get to the water pump. Some cars are not. I looked at my car on YouTube. What do you know? You guessed it.
Jackpot.
You got to use the damn crane to lift the engine. They looked at the price range. I was like, damn, light 700. There goes my stimulus check. There goes that. So yeah, I'm not mad at it. It happened. It is what it is. It's a trend. It's always like, I wish all the adults hipped us to it. It's a trend where you are financially up. The stimulus check was outside of me feeling up. I was in a trend of up with my job and everything. Every time you're up, there's always some bump in the road of life. Just wants to hit you with the, nah, you're still an adult. You're still an adult. Here, relax.
That's true.
But yeah,
Keeps you
other than
humble.
that,
Keeps you humble, though.
I didn't need the humbling. I didn't need it. It could have waited. It could have waited, you know? But I guess it happened at least when I have the money, so I can't really be too upset.
Dang, it's going on 14 years since you've had that.
The car
way?
is 14
The
years.
car is 14 years.
I didn't have the car for 14. I had it. It's 8 now in April.
Fun fact, Mel, you know I sold him that car?
Yeah, G.
So you sold him the problem.
No.
No.
I didn't say that.
This car's been wonderful.
I didn't say
I'm just
that.
kidding.
It's on year 8.
No, I did
Most
not
people
sell
have
him the problem.
You sold me the problem. But
No,
however,
so that's good. That's good.
however, they did not replace. They did have some old brakes on there. I had to get the brakes replaced within 5 months. It wasn't your fault.
I know it wasn't my fault.
It's them. It's them. Because they said he had one owner, all that great one owner, but the man did no maintenance on it.
Oh, ouch.
So it was this old brick. So 5 months in, I'm already out $400.
Ouch.
Less than that, nothing. But yeah, like 2 something plus labor. Yeah, it was nuts.
What up?
But yeah, other than that, my week was cool. I'm glad I made it to the weekend. I'm ready. I was excited to be here, talk to you guys.
Always.
Because I'm just sitting here just looking at all the stuff that's happening. And I'm like, oh my God, we got so much to talk about, especially with the inauguration. But even before that, it's been 2 weeks since the last episode. And we learned that a record was broken by the former 45. Impeached twice in 13 months.
Twice.
So it's a nice little record he can have on there. He can hold that.
You can hold that.
You can hold that. But other than that, that was just one topic. And then the inauguration. Can we get back into the drip?
All right, go ahead.
Let's talk about Michelle, man.
Jeez. Come on, man.
She's so graceful.
She's graceful. She's majestic. That's
Indeed.
it, to say the least. To say the least, she's majestic. She showed poise. Like whoever, like the person who
Absolutely.
designed her, like it was a great color, and that's just the color of royalty. I know it was maroon. It's just so close to the color purple, which is like the color of royalty. It was great. She looked elegant. Obama came and dripped. There was one meme online. They was walking down the steps, and he had the mask on, walking among people, and you could read people by what they say by their eyes, and you just look at Barack, and he's just like, I know you see it. That's me. He's looking directly at the camera. He's looking at everybody else. Like, yeah, I know. My beautiful wife. It was like, much respect to Barack Obama and Michelle Obama. Man, that looks great. The inauguration was cool. I mean, what do you guys think? Mel, how'd you feel? Was you at home working?
I was actually on my I had a 15-minute break, and I was able to see Kamala come on, and just seeing that, just you would have never in a million years think like, oh my gosh, we have a VP breaking so many different things. Again, she's a VP. She's a female. She's she's a minority on top of that. So again, just being able to see that, I swear, just hearing her speak and just everything, like my heart was literally just beating. I was like, what? Like, you would have never thought you would witness this. And, it's just, I don't even have words. That's how much it's, I felt everything, just watching everything. And it was a good day. Definitely was a good day. And change is, well overdue. And definitely it's just, again, I'm just really speechless.
Yeah, it definitely feels like it gives people a breath of fresh air, regardless of however you may see it. I mean, there's many different aspects of how people see it, but it's definitely given people a breath of fresh air. There's a lot. It's changed a lot of people's moods. You can see it. I mean, even the way people interact with each other online, the things that they post. Like, because you're not seeing much people. It's much more positive stuff, too. Yeah, it's a lot more happiness, good energy. But again, we can't let that, pacify us. We still got work to do and all that. So
Definitely.
let's always stay focused. So everybody that is out there that's also feeling the energy, the good vibes and everything out there, just make sure you stay focused on what you want, what matters most to both you and your people and your family. But yeah, man, we have we have the new COVID. We do. It's been reported. We have the new COVID.
I saw that.
Yeah.
Can you elaborate on that, or can we elaborate on that?
So,
Just because I saw there was a new strand that came from the UK, and that's all I know about it. But other than that, I haven't gotten a chance to read up on it or know what the
developing.
difference is.
So what has been reported is that there was a new strain that was found in UK, and it's much more advanced. It's like the severities of the symptoms are much worse than the previous strain.
Like what? What we
So
talking?
like the coughs and everything are much more severe. They're much more rapid. It affects more of the bodies, and it makes more of the pre-existing conditions that you have advanced to a progressed state, to where, like, say for example, you had, I don't know, I can't even say, but from what it was saying, it was basically, it's just much more, it's faster. It affects you much more quickly. It does more harm to the body. Obviously, there's no vaccine for it in the works for it. But it's a different strain of it. So it's basically a mutated version of it. So what happened was, a young woman went away to the UK for the holidays. She was fine. I guess she did general protocol and everything. She came home. That's when she started feeling unwell.
She did get tested, though, before she left.
She did get tested before she left.
And she was negative.
She was negative before she left. And then when she came back, that's when she started feeling unwell. So Boston.com posted this. And then when she had returned, she started feeling the ailments. And then that's when they started tracing everyone else she's been in contact with. So, yeah, it's here in Boston, and she's being quarantined and being monitored. So it hasn't spread, but it is here.
Oh, she came here.
She came here.
Yeah.
Oh, she was from here and went to the UK and then came back here.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
Came back around the holidays. So, yeah.
Interesting.
Hopefully she recovers fast. Best wishes to her. Hopefully no one else contracts it and everything like that.
Definitely.
But yeah.
In terms of the transmission, though, did you hear anything in terms of that? I know you're saying symptoms and the way it hurts and hits the body is more rapid, but in terms of transmission, did they say anything in terms of that being
even more contagious than...
It's more contagious, they had mentioned, but as far as transmitting it, it's the same ways. It's just being around somebody long enough, the transfer of fluids, things like that. But yeah, it definitely is much more contagious. You probably contract it a lot sooner than you would say. For example, some of the questions that you see in the questionnaire, have you been next to somebody for more than 15 minutes?
Yep.
So probably along the lines of you actually contracting it much sooner than that. You can be with them for 5 minutes,
Okay.
Wow.
something like that. But yeah, that,
Ooh.
just be careful. Continue to social distance if you feel unwell. If
Man.
you want to get the vaccine for the original COVID, please do the best thing of your interest to protect yourself and your families, as always. You know what I mean?
Take the precautions, definitely.
Right.
But yeah, man,
Hey. Wow.
I want to talk about some hate.
Some hate?
I want to talk about some hate.
Hey, dang.
So
Just
not
gonna,
even some hate. It was more so.
Hate.
It was more. I want to call it like shade.
Wow. Okay.
A few of the people that listen wasn't that much a bigger fan of our recommendations for anime from Mel. They weren't a fan of it. Like I'll tell you, some people said that like, yo, for me, I would have chosen, my recommendation would have been Seven Deadly Sins or The Brotherhood, Alchemist.
Full Metal?
Full Metal Alchemist, yeah. I can't even get the name right. I can't even speak. You see me?
But
Full
see,
Metal
you,
Alchemist.
you mentioned one specific, Brotherhood. I know there's two versions of
There's
it.
the updated version Brotherhood, Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood.
Okay.
So it's that one.
Okay.
So yeah, that was mentioning that. I'm like, yeah, I understand where you're coming from, but we have to consider the time management. We can't just have her just because that's mad episodes. Full Metal
For me to binge.
Alchemist is mad for a beginner.
just to recap, I don't dabble in.
She just started. So we can't just throw it into the fire and just expect it to be like, hey, good luck. Like,
Right,
nah.
right.
Some of those take weeks to finish. Now we need something light, something that's actually digestible,
Yeah.
something that's relatable. So, how was? You did mention some.
One Man Punch? Yes.
What flavor is that?
Wait, would you say it again?
What flavor is
What'd
that?
you just call it?
One Man Punch?
One Man Punch. I want to know what grocery store you get that at.
Wow.
I'm joking.
Dang.
One Punch Man. One Punch Man. I just had to get on you one time. It was funny.
Like I said,
One Man Punch. We're gonna keep it at One Man Punch.
we
We're
gonna
roll
keep,
with it.
we
One
gonna go
Man
with
Punch.
it. Well, I'm not gonna lie. I did make it through an episode. I didn't like.
Congratulations.
I did. Thank you. I'm
One episode
finally.
in.
I
How was it multitasking,
How was-
watching action and subtitles? You
At
cross that
first,
now?
initially I hated. That's why I asked. I was like, do I have to read subtitles? Because
The voice acting is a lot better with the subtitles. It's real cheesy.
But base. We gotta remember she's a beginner.
do you
know.
Do you want voice acting? Like, do you want the full ensemble? Do you want cheesy delivery?
I want the full package.
Okay,
So,
all right.
Okay. So I went with it. And I'm not going to lie. I did enjoy the first episode.
Hey, okay.
I like that.
All
that.
right.
All right, man.
All right.
Right.
I did watch the entire thing. I didn't turn it off and was like, you know what? No, I'm all set.
Cool.
Oh, you parked it behind and just sat through all 23 minutes of that.
All right.
Man, listen.
I sure did.
Air horn for that, you know what I mean?
But I definitely liked it. So we'll see how I feel a few more episodes in and see if I finish through season 1. I did do a little research. There are 2 seasons.
Hey, 2 seasons.
I was just kind of wondering why it took so long for season 2 to come out, though, being that it aired back in 2015. Am I
Yeah.
correct? And then all of a sudden, season 2, 2019.
Yeah, it comes down to some studios just don't even have the funding, but that studio is actually really well funded. The reason for them is they had their hands in a lot of pots. They was also doing other anime at the time too. So that's why they didn't have much time. But yeah, it was a long time for that. And it was so popular. You'd think most people that go where the money is,
Right.
but they had too many other projects. And then actually there was an original studio. We won't get into that, but yeah, continue.
Wait, hold up.
You know a lot.
Mel, you're Asian, right?
I am Asian, yes.
What part?
Philippines.
Philippines. Okay.
Philippines, all right.
Okay.
Even though people don't think that, though. They look at you and they're like, oh, you're Hispanic. Where are
Okay.
you from? They start speaking Spanish to me.
Your name also throws it off too. Your last
My
name too.
whole name is Spanish, definitely. I won't throw my full government out there, but yes, my full name is literally of Hispanic descent. So
Interesting.
I get it all the time.
At least you don't get. You don't look Haitian. You don't look Haitian. I get
It's
those.
like, so what is a Haitian
I've
supposed
never
to look
got-
like?
You never got that. You don't look Haitian.
Ever. No.
You probably have some distinct features. Yeah, you got some distinct features. Nah, you don't got
Yeah.
distinct features.
Maybe.
People guessing they just right.
I guess. I've never gotten that. Oh, you don't look Haitian.
I've definitely gotten that. I definitely got that. But yes,
I've let people know that I am.
yeah, you ask, I'll tell you. It's one of those things. If you ask,
But then again, it could be because of my last name as well, too.
I was
Well,
going to
not
say,
really.
is it off the look or off the name?
Well, no, neither. I would say. Well,
my last name is very Haitian, but yet people
Exactly.
still don't.
and my last name is not unless you pronounce it in that way. So my last name is Cherry, right?
My last name is Joseph.
See, but see the way you say it.
It's Joseph.
If you want to say it like that, then my last name is Shelly.
All right. The American
Your last
way to
name
say
is
it,
Joseph,
It's Joseph.
all right?
I have two first names. It's
You
Joseph.
gonna say it like that? You gonna put the accent on it? Go ahead. You know,
Yeah.
you gonna put the accent on it. Then my last name is Shelly. You know what I'm saying?
Shit,
But
ooh.
You know how many people are gonna replay that after you say that?
that's all good.
Just want you to know.
Sweet talking.
But my last name isn't spelt the same, like the way that most Sherrys are spelt. It's Cherry. I'm probably one of the few that's a double R, because Sherry is spelled with one R. But yeah, no, I never get the, oh, you don't look Haitian. No, I've never gotten that.
Man, so many puns with your last name.
Come on, man, cut it out.
We're gonna leave it at that.
Yeah, leave it at
We're gonna
that,
leave it at that.
please.
But there's so many
Please,
puns. Today.
please.
Eventually, we're gonna talk about. We have to talk about
Please.
it sooner or later. A couple episodes in, we'll talk about those puns. We'll talk about those puns. Man, all right.
What's up? What's on your mind?
He gave me the
You know
look.
what's on my
your
mind.
mind?
You know what's on.
Hey, what?
He gave me the
Oh,
look.
man.
You know what time it is.
Mel, you in trouble?
Nobody's in trouble.
don't
Nobody's in
do
trouble.
nothing.
Hey, I'm
I'm
checking.
excited.
I plead the
Oh,
I'm
we-
fifth.
excited.
Okay.
Yeah, we can talk. We can talk about some music now. We got all
If
some
you want, what you want? What you got?
verses. No, we ain't gonna talk about verses. No,
We gonna talk about-
I'm so eager to
Yeah,
talk
yeah.
about verses. Division. They came out with a new. They came out with a repackaged, new package,
Man.
repackaged, new package, a new version of what is called the deluxe.
Here's a question for you, right?
Remix.
So with this deluxe album, they chose to put the newer songs or the newly added songs in the beginning of the album.
Yep.
Would you much rather them in the beginning of the album or at the end of the album?
At the end of the album, so I can actually get the full playthrough. If I find out that the other songs are old, you're not getting that full playthrough. But they kind of release the same tracks 3 times.
Does it really have to be at the beginning or the end? Why can't it be intertwined? Why can't it be like question answer? He said, she said.
So new, old, new, old.
Something like that. Mix it up. Why is it all got to be like, if you throw it all in the beginning, it's like, okay, you're just going to listen to that part and be like, all right, well, the rest of the album's the same as the
I mean,
original.
if it works for some people as far as that presentation, yes. But
So part of one of the ways I listen to music or a full album is to understand why artists put certain songs in a specific order, right? So if you intertwine it all together after listening to like the full album and then you intertwine it in together and things like that, you know what I mean? It's like, why did you do that? You know, does this song go after this next one?
you like transitions?
Is there? I like transitions. Yeah. Once again, back to the K Tronada albums that I like to listen to. He has one of the very few albums in which I can find hidden transitions in songs that don't come right after the other.
Even down to the point where the same pitch,
Exactly.
same pitch ends at the track, goes into the next one. Yeah, I feel you. I
Still
feel you.
makes sense.
For me, I like it in the beginning of the album. I like it in the beginning of the album, just because it makes it sound almost like a whole new album.
For me, for this, it works for this project because of how they were releasing the other works before. I've heard them all. I've played them. They have high replay value. And now for this one, I'm using her feelings. So the presentation on how they delivered the music, I'm fine with. I'm okay with. But yeah, if it was done by anybody else, if they didn't have like the delivery of their projects before, I'll be like, yo, what are you doing? Like the rest of this I already had heard. Like I don't need to listen to the rest of the half of the album. No need for that.
So it works for some, not for all, but okay.
But my favorite track on there from the newest is was the one with Miguel on it.
That one, yes.
That was smooth.
Miguel has a unique sound where once you hear that electric guitar, you know
Yep.
that's him.
Yeah,
You know that's him.
Has him written all over it.
absolutely.
That's
Such
his
a-
takeover.
It's such a staple, and then him having that staple. There's a lot of artists and actors that have a staple signature thing. So we had talked about Chris Brown yelling every time he comes in.
I wouldn't say all that.
Energy. Then he comes in with a lot of energy, not yelling.
But the same way he took over Already Best Friends. Wasn't his song, but took it over. That was his.
Yeah,
When he-
definitely was definitely the fact on that. Another project that came out is also. I was just looking at it.
Dun dun dun.
You forgot?
I didn't forget. I forgot the name, but I was listening to it.
You just said,
He was just looking at him.
I forgot the name.
okay.
Does that make
Logan?
sense? I didn't forget, but I forgot the name. If that makes sense, yeah.
One time. One time.
Mac Ayers, and then also, what was I doing earlier? Yeah, Mac Ayers, and then the Erica Banks song. I don't know why the Erica Banks song. It was literally just Mac Ayers. It literally was just Mac Ayers.
All right.
But yeah, I was listening to that, and that has high replay value. I mean, that came out earlier, and that's still been playing in my rotation. Are y'all ready to talk about American Skin?
American Skin?
Yeah.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
was great. I finished it.
Fine. Yeah, you just made.
Hey, listen. Chill.
just
chill,
made
chill,
it.
Chill. We gonna
Fourth
chill
quarter.
out. We gonna chill.
So listen, everybody.
I
listen,
work
everybody.
best under pressure.
Listen, earlier this week, I was like, I found out American
Here we
Skin
go.
dropped, and I was like, word. I told everybody, I was like, yo, we about to watch this, like, see what it's all about. I watched it the minute I said that, yo, I'm buying it. So I got it out the way. And then Mel ended up watching later, the next day or something like that. Here come G. First, we didn't know with the rentals that it was just 2 days. So I blundered on that. I messed up. My fault.
all
Missed that
good.
memo. We didn't get that.
Missed that.
It's
I
all
didn't know it was a 48-hour rental window. But then G finally hits me today, talking about, yo, you rent it again
While he's at work.
while he is at work.
Listen, y'all should be impressed.
The efficiency
Hey,
for
Multitasking.
multitasking. Oh man,
I watched it while at work. All right.
Getting paid to watch American Skin.
Hey, listen. I watched it while I was at work. Finished it. It was a really good movie. It had me invested from the moment it started.
it was triggering.
Very dreary.
What was one of your favorite things about the movie?
One of my favorite
One of
things.
your favorite scenes, actually. Let me get more specific. Favorite scenes, or one that stood out to you the most. A better question that stood out to you the most. First, before we get into the details, American Skin. Spoiler alert, if you haven't seen it, basically, it's a movie where they tried to create a documentary about this kid who's with his father at the time gets murdered by police, and so it happens 2 years ago.
A year ago.
A year ago before the movie starts, and then try to start a documentary about the case, about everything that happened. And so the man that they're interviewing, the father, he turns this entire documentary into a live crime scene where he actually turns it into a courtroom. He takes all the police officers that was involved, and then including the one who shot his son, and then he got inmates that were already being processed in there as a jury. So he set it up, and there was so many undertones and things like that. Oh my God, it was crazy. One thing, when they sat the man on trial, before you get into it, yours one memorable. I'm cutting you off.
I mean,
completely. I'm cutting you off
listen.
completely.
Hey, I'm about to.
Go ahead. Do your thing. Do your thing.
No.
You first.
For me, I like small. I pay attention to a lot of details, and for me, when one of the characters of the movie enters the son's room and focuses on the art on the wall or the pictures on the wall, the last picture he focuses on is the Malcolm X picture.
I knew he was gonna say that.
If you notice, and it's crazy because I used to use, well, not necessarily use, but there was a meme or a picture that I saw of Malcolm X holding like an AK or a rifle of some sort, kind of peeking through the blinds. And as I paused the movie, to get back to work, one of the still shots was the main character holding a machine gun while looking through the window. Almost very similar to the Malcolm X picture. But for me, I love the fact that he held a legit trial in the precinct. And it was just so emotionally invested.
Man, listen, the biggest statement or part of the script in that scene is when the police officer was like, yo, none of my peers are here. Like, you can't have this jury. None of my peers. This man looks at him like, welcome to my world. I was like, oof.
Drop the mic right there.
Mic drop right there. Now,
Did you? So that was your
Yeah, that was mine. What was
scene
your,
that spoke to you the most?
Yeah.
I mean, overall, that whole movie. Not gonna lie,
absolutely.
when I was watching it, I'm over here like, you really gonna have me watching this movie? I'm like, all in my feelings. Waterworks, literally crying.
Wow.
I was feeling
Okay.
everything. So for me, it's a little bit. I'll say different because the scene that it's early on, but it still hits me because when his son is in the room and he's FaceTiming with the friend on the computer, that spoke volumes to me being a mother. And at that, a single mother. So my child is half black, half Filipino. So to have that conversation or to watch that in the movie where he, like, the child is, they don't see color, they see everybody is innocent, and he's literally reading like
the law. He's
reading the law and
right.
interpreting it how he interprets it. And then the fact that his father has to say, no, you do whatever they tell you to do so you can make it home.
Right.
That to me spoke to me because even same for us when we had all the movements going on, all the protests, me having to have those conversations with my child, and he's asking questions like, well, I don't understand. Why is it so difficult? I thought the police are supposed to protect everybody. Why is it that it's so different with a white person, a black person, a minority in general? He's like, I'm not understanding. He's like, so you have my child who's 13 questioning things like, so what am I supposed to do? And for me I can only say so much, and I can only teach him, the ways where it's like, you shouldn't see in color. Because again, kids don't see in color. They see things the way it is. Right. You're supposed to treat people nicely. You're supposed to respect your elders, respect this, respect that. Like, it's all in how you raise your children. So for me, that scene spoke volumes, especially when he was getting ready to say, I'll call you back later. And then his father was like, no. You need to hear this. You need to hear this. We need to have this conversation. And that's the same thing that I go through with my child, where luckily we have a relationship where my child will come to me and he'll ask me the questions. And we'll have those conversations. And I'll be as blunt, as unfiltered. I'm not going to sit there and sugarcoat everything because that's not the world we live in. I can't raise him to be naive in a sense where all of a sudden he goes out to the real world and he's like, wait, this isn't what my mom taught me. Like, what? And then he's questioning things. So that scene spoke volumes to me just because of the fact that you have to have those conversations with your children. Exactly. They're tough conversations, but they need to be had.
Yeah, I remember those conversations when I was younger between both my dad and my mom. There were different times. They were both private conversations between the two of them. And it was just a matter of, that was the moment where you look at something, when you look at a law and you look at it as a matter of fact, because that's what the kid was doing. He was reading the law as a matter of fact. Like, this is it. Like, if I feel like my life is threatened by a police officer and I feel like he's wrong, then I can defend myself.
And he was educating himself.
He was educating himself as he should be, but he didn't understand the other side of it. So then when that conversation comes in, it just hit me home, like with the conversations I had with my parents. Like, all right, if you see the police officer, do what they say. Like, you do everything you can to make sure you come back home to them. Like, it doesn't matter what they say. And yeah, man, that hit home. That trigger. It's for this movie, American Skin. If you want to get, if you're in the mood to be triggered, this will do it.
I will say though, speaking about that, I love that you mentioned that particular scene when he's FaceTiming his friend Jonah. reading off the law, trying to educate himself. Father comes into the room, trying to, tell him exactly how it is. Fast forward to the trial, the cop that done shot the son kept saying over and over, this is how he was programmed.
Yep.
And in my head, I'm thinking like, do you not have a mind of your own?
Right. It starts with
That's
that
what I'm
one
saying.
seed.
This is what I was
That
taught.
one
This is what
seed
you
being
were taught.
planted.
This is what you were programmed. This is what we were trained to do. He kept saying that over and over again, But I just found that interesting how the son was literally educating himself and his friend.
And it's looking like, what? What do you mean? No, that doesn't mean that. You can really stop the...
Oh,
So, so we're potted and we're dealing with cats, right? And so I'm sitting here.
Where's Tony Baker when you need him?
So we got.
Where's Tony Baker when you need him?
We need Tony Baker and crazy.
Mini tangent, mini tangent.
We have a cat in here named Mac.
Oh my God.
Orange tabby cat, and you just watched him just try to clear the counter to the top of the fridge, and he just absolutely fails.
My God.
Absolutely fails.
he don't got hops. None whatsoever.
Yo, I'm glad we had. I'm glad that happened. So that pretty much had us transition.
Wow.
All right, we can talk about the one I've been itching to talk about all day, but
What's
we're waiting
that?
for this for weeks.
What's up?
But they kept postponing it, and that's the verses between Keisha Cole and Ashanti. First of all, the same energy that I had when it first came out, isn't the same as now. I'm still excited I watched it,
Right.
but the excitement, like all the postponements, it kind of blew minds.
Man, listen.
It blew minds.
Listen. Shout out to Ashanti for trying to hold it down.
Facts.
But
Still looks amazing.
man,
They look great. Gorgeous.
I mean, absolutely. They both look good. But
I was waiting for it to take
didn't it start at 8?
Sorry.
I didn't know
I'm
if I was.
sorry.
I didn't know if it was gonna be okay.
I'm
to
sorry.
say
I
that
had
'cause
to-
we
I
had
had
some
to-
Start at
lady-
8
I'm sorry.
or did it start?
I had to. Sorry.
7:32.
Wait a minute.
Sorry, 8:32. I'm sorry. When Keisha got there.
8:32?
When Keisha got there.
No.
I pull up my iPad right now. I'm
No.
gonna show you what.
Go ahead, you can pull it up right now. I looked at the time as to when Keisha Cole sat down. It was legit 9:19. 9:19.
Okay.
Started at 8 o'clock, quote unquote. 9:19. Keisha finally comes into the picture.
Oh, it's an hour. I didn't know that.
Bruh.
I didn't know it was an hour.
DJ is trying.
I
Shout out
watched-
to that DJ. I know he got some
Hold it down
criticism.
with it.
I know
hold
that
up, hold
feeling.
up. That DJ
Listen,
got some criticism.
I know that feeling.
You know what I'm saying? But shout out to that DJ for holding it down. Shout out to Ashanti for holding it down.
I know that feeling.
Wow.
As a DJ, when you are waiting for somebody to pull up,
Come
and
on.
you trying to just keep the crowd
Play.
engaged and everything like that. So I DJ once a month on Twitch, BMDP. You can follow them. You can watch us perform every Wednesday. Slight little light plug. But anyways, so I know that feeling. Like if it's a scenario where you just wait for somebody to pull up because you're supposed to be the opener or you're supposed to be holding down, keep the crowd engaged. Man, listen, well, you don't know when your person's supposed to come up.
Yeah, and that's why I say shout out to Ashanti. She just was vibing,
Yep.
playing some music.
Positive vibe the whole entire time.
Positive vibes.
But
She
that's
was just
show
having fun.
That's
You know,
show
I
business.
I love the way she laughs, but she's just having fun. She was just.
She can still sing.
I think she was
Love the way
happy
she
that it
laughs.
was just finally happening. You know what I'm saying? Because
A lot of people felt like
Even-
she was running. But
I
you,
believe the first time we was actually supposed to record was
The
when
night.
that battle was supposed to happen.
Yep.
And
Everything postponed.
because it got
Hours
Ashanti ended up
postponed,
getting she had COVID, right?
COVID.
And she went on Instagram Live and she was waiting for Keisha Cole to get on just to talk about like, sorry, we gotta postpone this.
Like that. That's crazy.
Then they postponed it again. Then they postponed it
Again.
again.
At that
I
point,
was like, yeah, we're just gonna have to
is
move
this really
everything.
gonna
We're just gonna
happen?
move everything to separate rooms. Just move it separate rooms. That's it. That's it. But yeah,
Why did it feel like they was in the same room though?
it did. It was the same ambiance and everything, but that little bridge. That
Back
Shout out to
Right.
Doritos.
Shout out to Doritos.
Made me
Doritos.
hungry as hell. I'll tell you that.
They brought back 3D Doritos or not?
Nobody was eating them.
Yeah, nobody gonna eat no Doritos.
I
on
know
live TV.
Doritos was part of versus too.
And get all those crumbs on the fits. Nah, no way.
Just sippity sip sip sip. Okay.
So I know last time I was here, I said 11-9, and I definitely was wrong about the numbers, 1,000%. But I thought it was Keisha that was going to take it over, but I was totally wrong.
It's Ashanti.
Ashanti had some hits, and I apologized with my numbers and my predictions with 11-9. I was wilding for that.
Some of them hits I literally forgot about, but then when
Yeah.
I heard the piano, and I said, "Oh!" And then everything came flashing back where I was like, "Dang, I forgot about that. It's been so long."
I had no winner.
Yeah,
I was merely there.
You were
for the-
celebrating.
I was there for no, I wasn't celebrating. I was there for the comments.
You was there for the
The
comments?
comment section had my popcorn ready. I was there for the comments,
Man.
and the comments did not let me down. Wow,
Yo, literally
they
everybody was waiting
nitpick
for
at everything:
everything.
facial reactions, tones, microphone, sound.
smoke.
Like, yeah,
The need to want to
wow.
get up judging people because they feel like they want to stand up. I mean, it was everything.
I'm gonna just whip my hair to the side.
And then they got mad at her for getting up and leaving. Keisha
Yeah,
got
there
up
was
and
a
left.
whole lot going on, but
Well-
I think they're just glad they just got it.
Out the way.
They were able to
Out
do
the
it
way and
and
do
out
it.
the way.
It was still a good vibe
but-
though.
Yeah,
I enjoyed
still.
myself.
Like I said, I was there for the comments, and they did not disappoint.
Of course. Can't wait for the next one. They announced when the next one's going to be? Or who it's going to be? Nah. We're just going to enjoy the moment. Still
We'll
a
see.
fresh week.
Oh, there was speculation of a versus that has been brought up prior, but there was something circulating of an Usher versus Chris Brown. Now, Chris Brown
Doing
had
this again?
already.
They doing this again?
Yeah, they're gonna do it again.
Okay.
You know, Chris Brown already said he ain't doing it. Usher still waiting on this album that he's working on, but I don't know.
We'll see
That'll
what
be
happens.
interesting. You know, that'll be interesting. I'm interested to see who's next. You know, and how they're gonna do it. But
We'll see what they did. See what they brought up for songs. So it started off with Keisha. She started off heavy. She started with her debut album. I think the first song I discovered, I Changed My Mind. So she started that. I didn't like how the volume wasn't up.
I didn't like the way her mic was set up.
I didn't like the way her mic was set up.
Her
I didn't
sound
like
was
the
a
the
little-
volume. The volume was also the beat didn't hit. So then once that was done, I was jamming to it. Once that was done, then so Shanti played Happy. So for me, I favored Happy a little bit more because the volume was up a little higher. Because the volume was up a
Her
little
sound
higher.
quality was definitely much better.
No, using this.
Definitely.
I was enjoying it. I was
Mm-hmm.
happy. Yeah.
Okay.
And then the next
I
round,
see what you just did there. Wow, you going? Yeah, you tried it.
Pun
I see what you
intended.
just
There
did
it
there.
goes.
Happy. I'm gonna go with Happy. That's it. We're gonna leave it alone. Moving on. Moving on. Moving on. All
We'll
right.
move on.
The Keisha came with I Should Have Cheated. And then
My
Ashanti
jam.
did The Way That I Love You. Who'd y'all favor? What did you enjoy more?
Comments.
Cheated.
You just gonna keep telling me comments? You gonna,
All I was there for.
gonna comment me to death?
At that
Comments.
point, at that
Comment me to
point, that's it. Just the comments.
All right, I Should Have Cheated.
Comments.
I Should Have Cheated was definitely.
I Shoulda Cheated,
I rolled with I
definitely.
Should Have Cheated. Third round, it was enough with No Love, and then Don't Leave Me Alone. I went with Don't Leave Me Alone, and then it was Shouldn't Let You Go, and Rock With You. Went with Rock With You.
Wrong with you, definitely.
And then there was I Remember for round 5 and Southside. This got comments.
Comments.
So
I was there.
I Remember Southside. I Remember. Who'd you go with, Mel?
I remember.
I Remember. G on with comments. And then-
Comments. Come on. They both plugged new records.
At the end.
Am I
They both-
correct?
Yes.
They did.
Because I think
235.
didn't Ashanti plug hers first in her intro while she was waiting for Keisha?
She did.
I can't remember. I think
I
she
don't
plugged hers
remember.
first, and then Keisha kind of played hers towards the end.
Yeah, they both did.
Ashanti actually dropped her single, which looks like a damn math equation.
235.
Yeah.
Her track is called 235.
Yes.
Interesting. I'm surprised.
But it's
I'm surprised I missed
2:35. I want you.
2:35. I want you. 2:35 a.m. Is that what that means?
Ask Ashanti. I don't know.
2:35 p.m.
There's no AM or PM.
It's just 2:35.
To each his own.
That's it.
$235. What do we like? What?
Yo no say, papi.
Okay. All right. Cool. All right. And then last night, Ain't It Funny? Or last night with Diddy. Went with that. G went with comments.
So actually, no. I actually went with.
You went.
you chose one.
I actually went with last night.
Oh, you piece of shit.
I was vibing with that Keisha.
All right.
Because when she shouted out Diddy, and I was like, yo.
Man, that song
I
was such
actually
a
used to
staple.
play that record a lot. But
That song was such a staple for me when I was playing in college.
I have to jump out the comments real quick.
That was all.
About.
Shout out the comments.
It was always in my rotations. From 2009 on to like 2011, I was definitely playing that. That was the staple. Always got the crowd crazy. And then let's see what else.
Time out. I'm sorry. I don't mean to time out again, but
It's a lot of timeouts. You got two timeouts.
When
we're in the first
Ran
time.
out.
when Keisha played Love, what did Shanti play again?
Keisha played Love. She played Rain on Me. And then OT Genesis came in. Yeah. OT Genesis came on. Something with that. Yeah, she played
Okay.
Rain on Me.
Okay.
What? You got to pick or don't?
No.
Comments.
I was in the comments for that.
Comments? Oh, you was in the comments too?
bro.
You know there were comments
But I
when
was
OT
waiting-
came out for that.
I was in the comments.
All the
You know, I
comments.
wanted to see all the O's for the love.
So that was round 10. Round 6, Keisha went with Last Night. I'm sorry, no. Last Night, and then Ain't It Funny. So then Ashanti went into her bag of her songwriting. So Ain't It Funny. So J-Lo singing, but she's singing over it. Mad funny. It was petty as hell. And then they both featured tracks that they had they'd done with Pac, or had tracks that Pac was put on that they sang over. So they did Player Cards Right, and then Pac's Life. Pac's Life was with Ashanti, and then Player Cards Right was with Keisha Cole. I went with that one. And then Love. So round 8 was Love by Keisha, and then Rain on Me, and that's when OT Genesis came in and started singing his bit. That was funny. That was hilarious. The comments were funny for that too.
Damn, I love
For that,
all
I
those
was there.
songs.
For that one, I'm rolling with the
there.
comments. For
I
that
was
one, I'm
there.
rolling with the
I was
comments.
there.
I'm not even picking one
I
of
was
those.
there. It was,
I'm rolling
it
with
was
the
a
comments.
blast.
The round 9, Trust and Believe, and Down for You. When we're Down for You. Had to go with Down for You. Anybody may kill me for Trust and Believe, but Down for You was it for me. You Changed and Runaway, round 10. I went with You Changed by Keisha. And 11, Sent from Heaven, Ashanti Baby. Went from Set for Heaven, not Baby.
Definitely.
12, Brand New, and Only You. I don't even know why that happened.
whole scorecard.
I kept the whole scorecard. I mean, it's right there online. Just wrote it down. It's right there online. It's a whole Shazam right there.
Wow.
Yeah, man, you gotta look and see. I'm not gonna remember things off rip. You know what I mean? It's mad
That
songs.
was a lot of songs.
Right. It was a lot of songs.
But yeah, all in all, it was a great celebration. I enjoyed it. The comments said about time for that to drop.
Took long enough. Anticipation was kind of like, well, by that time,
Yeah, no.
comments.
Comment section was great. Comment section was great.
Hey, listen, I was there in the comments before they even showed up, and they was just.
They was on it with the
Rest.
memes too. They was on it with the memes too.
Oh man.
People were waiting for Keisha wardrobe malfunction.
I was waiting. I was thinking Janet Jackson, Super Bowl, and then I was like,
Wardrobe
I
malfunction
was
you were
waiting
waiting
for it.
Yes,
I'm
Lord.
not gonna lie, I was waiting on that too, but I was, just
Yes.
waiting.
I was wondering if that's why she got up a few times,
Probably
on
to
top
fix
of other
herself,
things.
yeah.
Hey, she
Yeah.
definitely mentioned it.
She wanted to stand up a couple times, though.
If
When
she stood
wanted
up,
to sing it, she wanted to stand up.
Should have just laughed.
I don't think the mic went up that high for her.
There's,
And then she wanted to move too, and that chair was right behind her. She would have tripped. She would have tripped and fell. Sat right
oh,
there.
man. Internet would have been undefeated, definitely. All the comments.
Few birthdays.
Hey,
Mac Miller,
Mackety Mac.
the 19th.
Mag. Wow.
Happy birthday, Mac Miller.
R.I.P.
Rest in peace. Speaking of rest in peace, Larry King, rest in peace. Passed away this morning.
Lived a good
There's a
life,
lot of
though.
people rest in peace. Yesterday was Hank Aaron.
Hank Aaron yesterday. Yeah. It's 2021. I'm not going to claim it, but it's looking a little 2020-ish. It's looking like a twin.
I'm not gonna give it that yet.
You know,
I'm not gonna give it yet.
these first couple weeks are looking
gonna
like
say
it.
too
I'm not
soon?
going to give the entire year. I'm not giving the entire year. I'm giving these first couple.
I'm not gonna
giving
give it
these
that
first
time.
couple weeks.
Foreshadowing?
These 2 weeks.
Nah.
These
I
3
mean, that
weeks
does
is
kind of remind me of
2020-ish.
that meme where they were saying, yo, what if 2020 is the preview of 2021? But I mean, knock on wood.
There was a meme. Someone said, do you remember, what's the one with Lindsay Lohan? She's Parent Trap. Parent Trap. Yeah, Parent Trap. A meme of Parent Trap just looking at the twins. Yeah, saying 2021 was looking like exactly like 2020. I was like, yeah, we're not doing that too early. With 3 days. Those 6 days in, they posted that. Those 6 days in, they posted that. Yeah, we're not
Here
doing
we are.
Early.
that. Bingeable shows that y'all are watching, that y'all crushed. I finished Warrior. I just caught up with Your Honor on Showtime. If you haven't watched that,
Your Honor.
Your Honor on Showtime. If you got the
Haven't seen
Comcast
that.
plug, you definitely get that.
Like that.
It's been music
The
for you.
comments.
It's just
You just been in the comments. Yo, that's a good one. That's a good.
okay. Okay.
Yo, man. And then yesterday the C's lost. C's lost, but we're not gonna talk about that.
No, we
positive.
Because I'm a
The
Lakers
positive.
fan. Lakers won, so we're not gonna talk about it.
How do you feel about your Dubs, Dub Nation?
What you mean, my Dubs?
Dub Nation. How you feel about your former Dub Nation?
No, it ain't my former Dub Nation. It was always Lakers all day. You know what I'm saying? I like the Dubs. They're cool. But
So,
it was Lakers all day, though.
So we're gonna do this live on the podcast. You can just
Yeah,
talk about
we'll
how
do
you
this live on the
not, you
Yeah.
not was a big supporter of Dub Nation.
I like them, yeah.
No.
They're a good
There,
team.
there was definitely equal celebrations of both Lakers. And,
Okay.
So you're just gonna.
I like them. I said what I said. It's still Lakers all day, though.
All right, you got it. I ain't gonna argue with Lakers all day. All right, okay. The next thing,
nice. Oh.
Kyrie finally breaks the silence.
Yo, I've been saying this. Listen, a lot of folks don't know what certain folks are going through.
Absolutely.
You can criticize them all you want. You know what I mean?
People forget that.
He's
Yeah,
human
you,
too.
you can criticize them all you want. You know, until you know the full story. You know, like what can you say?
Yeah.
What can you say? Like if someone is going through mental, issues, or they're mentally not there to just shut up and dribble, then, what's there to criticize?
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Look at Karl Anthony Towns. Just because, he publicized what he's going through. Like he lost 6 family members, including his mom, to COVID, and he's still playing ball, right? But it's like, bro, how are you even playing right now?
He's compartmentalized. He's doing something to deal with it.
What?
He's doing something.
What is
to
your
deal with
mental
it.
state?
It's probably helping them cope too at the same time. I mean, granted, yes, everyone's different. You handle things differently.
His support,
Right.
his support
That's the
system
thing.
is different, where he can manage.
That's the
what
thing,
His support
you
system
know?
is different.
Kyrie's a very private person. He's a mystery,
Also,
but we can't just
sometimes-
write him off just because he ain't playing,
Speaking of that, sometimes some people being too private can also be detrimental to their actual
That's
health
true.
too. 'Cause some people too
That's very
private
true.
and they actually could need the help.
That's very true.
It could be a situation where Kyrie actually.
But we can't assume. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, we're not assumption. It could be.
Like, this is
possible.
not mean like taking off for Kyrie or anything like that. But I'm just not gonna I see two sides of the coin.
Oh, absolutely. He's
I
still
want to see what's going on with his side, and
People
he
can't
actually
be-
came out and said what he did. Said what he did. Said what he was working on. Then he got right back on the court.
Got right back on the court. Yep.
Yeah, they took 2 L's to get to the Cavs, but
But the problem is,
But,
the problem is,
but,
once you get people because people
gotta
have the
back
free
to it.
because people have the need and have a platform to say whatever they want to say.
back
When
to
you just get to the silence and get right to what you need to, people are going to talk. And of course, now is the point where he mentioned he actually admits that he does
was
look
going-
at
he
the
was going-
stuff. I mean, you telling me, yeah, we both know, but he also has to go through it too, and he has his support system that's going to help him manage
Facts.
it. And yeah, it just comes down to like when you try to berate people that you competitively, like he's on the opposite side. He plays for that side, so whatever. Wish all the worst on him. Like they was doing the same thing to LeBron, and granted, it's much more paid attention to now because we've grown to have more awareness of mental health.
But mental health has always been a thing. It's not.
It's been a thing.
Obviously
Well,
now
how much
with-
of it is a conversation though?
That's true. And I
that's
do
what I'm
feel, yeah, at the same time, people do deal with it differently. Like, even in our first pod, we were talking about how we were dealing with different things. You turn to music. Before I was able to turn to music, and then all of a sudden, sometimes you wake up and that doesn't work. You turn to something else, whether it's writing but there are some people who don't have that outlet. There are some people who feel like they're alone. There are some people, there are times, granted, yeah, I got y'all. I got, friends,
pride.
acquaintances.
damn right.
It'd be pride too. Sometimes people just like, yeah, I'm not gonna bother you with my shit. I got my own shit to deal with, so I'm not gonna tell you.
Right. It's that, or you just don't want to one, be judged, or even though granted it's something you need to talk about, it's something you need to bring to light and let off your chest. Like, you shouldn't just have to carry that heavy burden on yourself. But being a celebrity, you're under the microscope. So we on the outside are always quick to be like, well, your job is to do this. You're just supposed to play this. You're human at the end of the day. You have feelings, you have emotions, you go through things just like anybody else does. But the fact that you're under that spotlight, makes it that much harder. And then, yeah, granted, he can come and he can talk about it now. So then that maybe inspires other people to talk about the things they're going through. So, but he's not required to do that.
And I like that you said that. He's not required to.
That's not his job.
Exactly. I love that you said that. That's not his job at all.
Not at all.
You know what I mean? It's not his job.
Check on your strong friends, man. All in all, check on your strong friends.
Check on all your friends.
Check on all your strong friends.
Definitely.
Everybody's a strong friend, so check on your friends, man. Check on their
Appreciate
mental
y'all.
health, man. Make sure you take care of each other.
You already.
You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Shoot, we got...
Mental health, man. Whew.
I have
Wait a minute.
terrible decision choice for you guys. Multiple choice. You have to pick either or.
See.
Do you guys like pizza?
Like pizza. What kind of
I'm
question is
asking,
that?
You guys like pizza? It's a yes or no question. You guys like pizza?
I know I do.
Yes.
Okay. You guys like tacos?
Yes.
Okay. Question. One gotta go. You can't eat one of them for the rest of your life.
Tacos.
So you picking tacos?
Adios.
To go? Okay.
Bye-bye.
I'll eat pizza.
So
There's-
both y'all choosing pizza.
There's pizza there's taco pizza. That's still pizza.
No, that's tacos. No, you ain't gonna try to do that. You gonna,
Mel,
trying to hold
don't even
pizza
go.
full of taco?
Mel, don't go there.
You gonna flip it?
Can't
Do
put
that.
toppings.
Do that. Don't do that. No.
They got different type of pizzas out there, though. I gotta stick with one pizza. You know how many different type of pizza there are?
No, he ain't saying that.
Okay.
or pizza.
Tacos can go.
Can't see. The thing is, when we choose these either ors or these ultimatum things, we can't make situational things. It's just pick. That's it.
All right, so what you going with?
I'm going.
Pigs.
Tacos gotta go. I'll
Thank
take pizza. I'll take pizza.
Pizza.
Thank you.
Some people have a diehard affinity for tacos, and some people actually struggled with
Only
it.
on Tuesdays.
My homegirl D struggled with this conversation before. It was so interesting. It was so interesting.
What did she choose? Did she choose tacos?
She
or
still hasn't chosen
pizza?
to this day.
What?
She told pizza. I'm joking. She told pizza. She chose pizza.
What was the struggle, though?
She loves them both. We love them both. They're actually pretty good.
They
Dishes.
are, but pizza.
If I wasn't allergic to shrimp, I'd say shrimp tacos. I'm pretty sure shrimp tacos hit.
Now you get into situations.
See? But when you say, but this is what I'm talking about. When you have to choose between pizza or tacos, shrimp tacos is out of there too. You got to get it out of here. So yeah.
Bye.
Okay.
Pizza all day.
Pizza all day for you?
How do we get into this conversation? You hungry?
Am I hungry?
Yeah, where'd that come from?
Oh yeah, I was starving. I was thinking about those wings earlier.
Oh, okay.
Shout out to Mel for those wings.
So yeah,
I ain't
guys,
gonna listen.
Mel's a
No.
chef.
Stop. Listen. Now, I legit wasn't gonna do this. I was gonna do an ASMR for this podcast.
You're already doing one now. You see the way you move to the mic? I didn't want to do
I
this.
dead wasn't
I was
gonna
definitely
record
gonna do
any of this. Y'all was just gonna hear me eat these wings. But wow, Mel, can you please? What did you put in these wings?
No, you give away the secret sauce.
I never go with the secret sauce.
Mel is a chef, everyone.
Chef Mel.
Do I have an Instagram? I realize my Instagram's actually very long when you have to put the underscore in. So elite_eats_.
We can always tag it up on the videos for the people. We can also tag it in the
I need to
credits.
switch that up though.
Talk slow.
We'll tag it in the credits, yes.
feel like I
Talk
need to
slow, we'll
switch
tag
it
it in
up.
the credits and we'll put it on the video too.
But yes, I make the rub for the wings, and I make the sauce that I toss the wings in, and I make them 2 ways, none of which are actually fried, but they still come
Amen.
out like they are fried. So make
Healthy?
you feel less guilty about eating
No.
wings because they're not fried in oil. So
Are they healthy?
to me, they are, yes.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right. Cool. So yeah, man.
So we can go with verdicts though. I mean, Cheese Woo over here has had them before.
Listen, I told you I was going to do an ASMR, so
This one over here though.
I had them for the first time and she's killing me because I should have had them a long time ago. Things happening like, yo, this pandemic has been it's much more difficult to manage time because everything's an appointment. Everything is an appointment as far as like the scheduling time because things are closed early, so you gotta pack more scheduled time in because things are closed early. It's trash. So yeah, it took me some weeks to get to these wings, and I finally dabbled in these wings. You know what I mean? I got a few morsels.
What do it taste like?
It tastes phenomenal. Yo,
what?
So I went for the flats because flats first. You know what I mean?
Oh, that's a battle.
So I went.
Flats.
Wings of flats. I'm sorry, wings of
It
drums.
don't matter.
Yeah, it's just chicken.
Wings and wing.
Wings a wing.
A chicken going chicken. A wing going wing.
Don't matter.
Okay, you went for the flats.
So I went for the flats. You know what I mean? I did a little twisty thing. You know what I mean? Make sure the cartilage
Come
is
off the bone?
separated. Nah, it's right there. So when you take a bite, it's right there, easy. You don't have to worry about the cartilage or nothing like that. So yeah, it's cool. So I have to say A1. Out of 5 stars.
Finger licking good.
Out of 5 stars, I give you a goddamn. Out of 5 stars, I'll give you a goddamn.
You ain't just saying that to
I'm
say
not
that,
just saying
though.
that to gas you. No, these wings are fire. You sell out.
Thanks.
Like you can show the proof. You sell out of them. So yeah, I'm not just gassing.
I appreciate that.
I'm not just gassing. So yeah.
Sweet Asian chili wings. Yes. Sweet heat.
Thank you. That's
So,
what I was
yeah.
waiting for.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I appreciate it. I appreciate it. But yeah,
Made with love.
I feel like we've talked about everything. Got
Now,
everything.
now I'm hungry.
Now you hungry?
Again.
It worked
Again?
up an appetite.
Yeah.
What I want to do,
Just zoom, 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 and zoom.
just shake your rump. All I want to do is zoom, 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 zoom.
Sorry, I
Just
had
shake.
to. I had to.
Now it's a transition to Jay-Z of my boy Black. DJ Tony Black, I was listening. You transition to that. Then wave and wave and wave.
Wow.
I'm dead ass serious. But yeah, yo, I want to get into this song. My boy BTB.
You.
BTB.
Brody.
Yeah, it's the Brody, man.
Making the hits.
Yeah, man, he's coming out with some projects, man. He's coming out with some nice projects. And this one that I want to play is called Notice. And it's featuring, actually, do I want to do that one? I want to do the other one. Let me do the other one. Let me go back.
Backtrack. Bring it
Chill with me.
rewind.
Chill with me by BTB, man. Chill with me. We're going to play this one. Y'all enjoy.
I'm just sitting over here, thinking about you by yourself, wishing you were here, 'cause I know you wanna chill with me, be drinking with me, be sleeping with me, frequently. I'm not the type of guy to look you in your eyes, feed you all those lies, 'cause I know you want security. You're thinking of me, being with me, free with me, oh baby, oh. Looking at me, I can tell by your eyes that you're feeling me, and I really want you to get close to me, so won't you chill with me, chill with me. I see that ladies talking a lot, girl, I wanna take you back to my spot, just a little more time, what you talking about, baby, chill with me. I see it in your eyes that you're looking at the time, I'm gonna make it mine, 'cause I know you wanna chill with me, be drinking with me, be sleeping with me, frequently. I'm gonna take my time, 'cause I know what's on your mind. You need me in your life, 'cause I know you want security. You're thinking of me, being with me, free with me, oh baby. Looking at me, I can tell by your eyes that you're feeling me, and I really want you to get close to me, so won't you chill with me, chill with me. I see that ladies talking a lot, girl, I wanna take you back to my spot, just a little more time, what you talking about, baby, chill with me, come and chill with me. You're sexy and you know it, and you really know how to show it. You're sexy and you know it, and you really know how to show it. You're sexy and you know it, and you really know how to show it. You're sexy and you know it, and you really know how to show it. I see you looking at me, I can tell by your eyes that you're feeling me, and I really want you to get close to me, so won't you chill with me, chill with me. I see the ladies talking a lot, girl, Girl, I wanna take you back to my spot. It's a little long time, what you talking about? Baby, chill with me, come and chill with me.
Once again, y'all, this is the Abstract Mud Podcast. Each and every week, we'll be here for y'all. Again, I go by DJ Bigness, Biggity Biggs, or Biggs.
Melly Mel.
You sure?
I'm positive.
Dun, dun,
Okay.
dun.
I'm positive.
I just
Just have to
Because
check.
you don't call me that.
Hey,
that
listen.
don't mean
listen,
other
listen.
people
Hey,
call
hey,
me that.
hey,
You know what I mean?
hey, listen.
But now people are gonna kill because you did that. Now people are gonna kill
on,
me.
man.
in
No,
person.
listen,
no.
listen.
It's okay. I accept it. That's fine. It's gonna come with the territory. I get it. I understand. But yeah, I don't call myself Biggity Biggs. But people.
I
do.
mean,
I just go by Big.
okay.
That's it. Just call me Big. That's all I care about. But people want to pizzazz it up, spice it up, and all that stuff. But yeah, no. But yeah, Melly Mel,
Yes, sir.
It's your boy G.
G.
Thanks
We
for
out,
tuning
y'all.
in.
We out,
Peace.
y'all. We got an hour. Peace.